got our podcast thinking you should watch it. If you driving, man, it's good for you to listen. No, we keep it real. No, we spit it raw. Sports dialogue. No, it's good if I'm involved. No, we're not the news. We just cool dude with nobody to impress. Just talking our shit. Call it Pressman Coverage. Pressman Coverage.
Welcome into Pressman Coverage, a podcast dedicated to you, the fan. If you just knew exactly what type of conversations we have off camera, you would be like, what? These guys are actually friends. Yeah, we are friends. And, you know, I'm just going to start off by saying this is a Victory Monday!
Let's go.
We back for the third time in almost 2,000 weeks, it feels like. But look, we're back. We're going to talk about Chiefs, Titans. We're going to talk a little bit of big picture, too. We're going to open up with a conversation we were just having. Why not? But before we do anything, got to introduce the crew. Captain Cody Moore. Talk to the people, baby.
Just reporting in as eligible, boys.
Yeah, they.
Liam, I need
red
to know,
sleeve and a brace.
Did you notice him reporting in as eligible?
I wasn't
the
paying
stands?
attention. Like, I didn't know he was in until he lined up.
Okay. Well, listen,
I
that
was
should have
just
been
super
that
tight.
should have been a good enough tell for the referee. Clint Blakeman is an idiot.
Like, what are we talking about? You know, like, and then the fact that his response to Jeff was like, I just had a lot going on that play. You're not the quarterback. What are we talking about?
He's had a lot going on.
Like pre-snap? Like, what is going on? Sauce, talk to the people, man.
Man, what's good, man? We're here. It's Victory Monday. Put your dubs in the air. Get up. Fight out of that. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Don't bite your finger now. Be careful. You tell that boy ain't had lunch. God, dog. But yeah, man, we are here, man. It's Victory Monday, man. It feels good. I don't care about draft, stock right now. We knocked one of the dominant teams, one of the dominant dynasties off. We dominated the line of scrimmage. We'll get into it, but man, it feels good, man. I just wanted the dub. We seen what we needed to see from Cam. We here. We here today.
Sent them right into getting a new stadium. They're literally
Yep.
leaving the state
ya.
that they used
See ya.
to play in.
Yeah.
I think,
That's
if
what
I'm
we
not
do.
mistaken, they're moving states as well.
They are moving states.
Now, if you've
You
ever
need
been
to.
Kansas
Get out of
City,
town.
you understand
out of
that the
town.
states are like 5 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah.
But still, we had to move states. This is essentially what we did to Tom Brady at the end of his career when we forced him into retirement.
That's right.
Took him out back like old Yeller.
Hey, Undertaker's
down.
streak ended. LeBron James's 10-point streak ended. The home streak, losing streak is over.
It's over, man.
Over.
It's over.
over.
This is a day that's going to be marked in history. Like people don't realize we've done some things. And let me tell you what else we've done. We have a running back that I feel like is being disrespectful. Short, this is for you.
He is being disrespectful.
Shout out Short, man.
Sauce has said, just go ahead, Sauce. Tell the people what
take
you
it
think about Tony Pollard.
Take it
Tell
away,
him, tell
Sauce.
him, bro.
I think Tony Pollard is amazing. He's done what he could do for the Titans, but I feel like his time here is over. I'm not impressed with the late season turn it on and close to 1,000 yards, all that whoop-de-doo. It's just, bro, you waited a little too late to turn it on for me. So when it comes and you see certain talent in the draft, I love Tajay. He got some juice, boy. I see you. No ACL, I see you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, if the opportunity comes and we see another new talented young running back, I'm taking him. Sorry. I'm not looking to just, retain Tony Pollard, and I'm down to hear feedback. Like, y'all talk to me. Cody, I think Cody sides with me.
Go ahead,
Give me
Liam.
your side, Cody.
This is what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with picking up another young running back, whatever. Like, all that's fine and dandy.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to disrespect what Tony Pollard's doing. Like, you're doing two separate things right now. You're saying you're not impressed by what Tony Pollard's been doing the last few weeks, and you want to pick up a running back. For me, I'm fine with us picking up a running back. I'm fine with us keeping Tony Pollard and still picking up a running back because I personally believe him and Tajay Spears will be gone here in the next few years. I'm not saying next year for both, but whatever. I'm actually of that opinion, so I'm fine with picking up a running back. We may have picked up the wrong 7th round running back this year because we picked up Khalil Mullins, who might have been 6th round, and we can't even say who was 7th round, and we can't even get him on the field to do anything. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I lied. I think he was 6th round. I don't think we had a 7th round pick. I'm sorry. I'm just retracting. You can do both. You can be impressed with what Tony Pollard's doing and also think we should get some young juice in here. You're disrespecting him by saying that you just poop on it. He's on pace to have more yards and touchdowns than he had last year, and you thought he was good last year. So tell me what's really going on.
I mean, in fair enough to your points, but Liam, it doesn't shake me. I'm not impressed with Tony cutting it on when it doesn't matter. When it mattered the most.
The whole season hasn't mattered. What are we talking about?
I mean, yeah, fate was decided by week 6. I mean, well, before that, but still, let me see some juice then. We didn't see nothing. Tony looked like a shell of himself. He looked hurt.
Was it Tony Pollard or was it the offensive line? Because you talk about you love Tajay Spears.
I think it was a combination of both.
What was Tajay Spears doing those weeks? Huh?
Neither one. We didn't have a running game at all. This applies to both of them.
Well, there was a couple of weeks that Tajay Spears seemed like he was getting more yards than Tony Pollard was. But yeah, Tony Pollard.
Tell me what weeks those were.
Yeah, what happened then? What happened then? Because
no. I want you to tell me what weeks those were.
Well, we have to go through. I mean, we can.
And we're talking about maybe 20 yards versus 19 yards. Is that what we're talking about?
If you're willing to cover the data, we can go through it. But anyways, I mean, Tony Pollard in the past 3 weeks has gotten a third of his yards in these past 3 weeks for the entire season, which I think is great because again, like I'm ready to move on from Tony Pollard. I just think you should probably just get out ahead of it. He could fall off starting next year. I don't care about his stock, but it's past 3 games, 25 for 161, 14 for 104, 21 for 102. There's been a shift in this offensive line, and they are just mauling MFers. Okay, and Tony Pollard Tony Pollard doesn't suck. My argument is Tony Pollard is like I just thought all the juice out of the lemon was gone. And except for the past 3 games, I mean that was pretty much the case. It's been more than the last 3 games.
Let's stop doing that, please.
The game before he had 10 for 60. The game before that, it was
6 yards a carry. We were down so much.
The game before that, it was 11 for 20, 10 for 22. He had 6 for 18 once.
He was fighting hard, man.
He was. I mean, I agree. He runs hard. I mean, he's a Honda Accord. Shout out to Teron Davenport.
No. I agree.
In the past 3 weeks, he's had some nitrous in there.
Let me ask you.
That's where I can agree with. Like, you can respect what he's done and be fine with moving forward. Randy, I just think you're crazy for saying you're not impressed. It's not like he did it against poo-poo defenses either. We're still playing elite defenses.
I mean,
they are pretty elite defenses.
You see what I'm saying?
I hear you. Hold on. So let me ask you this. I'm gonna just do a little small side conversation in the asterisks.
Okay.
Do you feel like the offensive line is finally clicking now? Because I've seen Peter Skoronski pancaking some guys. I mean, he's mauling guys. Like, he's really dominating the line of scrimmage. He's dominating on his pulls. Like, they look to be in sync. Do you think that may have been the biggest cause or issue with Tony? Because a lot of my beef comes from the beginning of the season when it mattered. Now, I know it was a lot of gelling and a lot of things that needed to take place in order to be successful as an offense, but it's like, why couldn't we see flashes of that then?
Flashes of what, though? Like this is my question.
Production.
If the offensive line is playing bad, they're giving up sacks, they're doing a whole lot of bad stuff at the beginning of the year. Why are we just blaming the running back? I don't understand.
No. I'm just meaning he's a piece of that. Like, he's a piece of that offense. So he has some of the blame from the pie. Like, if you're cutting out the pie,
he has a very small piece.
You're putting some on Cam.
Very small piece.
What?
I think I heard a stat this morning. It was on A to Z. I'll give him a shout out for it. It was Easton Freeze that brought it up. three out of the 4 games to start the season, he had more yards after contact than he had yards, like traditional yards, which tells me that he is literally getting hit as soon as he touches the ball. Like you know what I mean? Like if you have more yards after contact than you have others, like what's going on? You're getting contacted as soon as you get to the line of scrimmage, which is an offensive line problem.
I mean, I hear
You make people miss at the second level, not at the first.
Is that the second? So is that
great
the same
ones could
thing
do it at the first.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't say it was great. I'm just saying he's not the guy who's the fault.
No, I agree. And I think we can really thank Paul Kuharsky for this. Because, you know, he got after the Jacksonville game, he went up to Peter Skoronsky and he said, "What is your message to the fans to show that y'all actually give a damn about the rest of this season?" I mean, again, I love Paul Kuharsky. I mean, he's willing to go to the players and ask the tough question that a lot of reporters don't want to ask him. And ever since then, dude, like the offensive line has flipped the switch. Dude. I'm telling you, they like watching them run the ball. That's you want to get me, you want to rev my engine? Let's start running the ball and start mauling people. I love watching people because it just makes everything so much easier for the quarterback. And then when you got your quarterback that he could just roll up to the left, throw it across his body, 30 yards down the field, hit Chimere GK in stride, get 2 feet in. I mean, just God, dude, just get me so fired up.
I know Cody about melted when he caught that thing.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Man.
Yeah, and you know
and
what,
that's the
man?
thing. It's just like
go ahead.
The thought of a running back with more juice that can hit more home runs.
That
to go with
me.
to go with this quarterback. I mean, it's the potential is there, man. The potential is there to be great.
No shade to Tony.
This is the only thing I want to point out. To Randy's point, this is what I want to point out. All right. Ashton Genty, aside from this last week, has been bad this year. Like he's not been a good.
You've been feeling that personally too, because he's on your fantasy team.
I know it's. I was so pissed off, and then he wants to go for like 30. I mean, I don't know what to talk about, dude. Man, he's really pissing me off. Like I can't believe. Well, I'm never picking him up again. I bitched him for Woody Marks last week. Like I'm tired of it. But
frustration.
Like he has juice. He has pop. He has more juice than Tony Pollard, and he's played worse than Tony Pollard all year. What do you have to say to that, Randy? Does that have to do with his offensive line a little bit, you think?
I mean, for sure. I mean, he doesn't have a
come on.
He doesn't have a good quarterback or offensive line. The potential of this squad has always been there. It's just it hasn't clicked. It took way longer than expected. Mm-hmm. We were looking for them to have this. We were looking for this offensive line. On paper, we were looking for this offensive line to be at least top 10 in the league right now. On paper. You know what I'm saying? For the money that we spent and the abilities and the talent across the line, they were supposed to be mauling folks from week 1. And, you know, I can't put all the blame on Tony, but I know those things are hand in hand and they got to have something clicking. And I know on top of that, it got dismantled with the firing of the coaching staff, so on and so forth. They got to regather they got to regroup, get new people in place to coach this, coach the offensive line, coach the running backs, whatever, whoever they retained. But I just know it's a tough process, but I feel like Tony could have shown us a little something a little more earlier to where now it's just not like, where'd this come from? It just, I don't know. I don't like that feeling. I think my thought is, matter.
I think my thought is that I'm not going to let these last 3 games just give me the fact that I think that they should still just move on from them after this year.
Yeah, I think you still just evaluate. I don't necessarily say no way, no how you get Tony out the door. I ain't saying that. But if it's something there and it's a Breece Hall, or if it's, something that just makes more sense, that just adds a little more of a home run element to the offense, I think you take a swing. That's all I'm saying. We got the cap space. We'll have the draft picks. If it's there, take it. That's all. That's all.
I'm fine with that.
Shout out Tony though. Shout out Tony. I don't want this to sound like I just.
It's already
hate
too late.
Tony.
You've said that last week doesn't
There is
mean
any chance of
anything.
Tony Pollard coming on the show. Jesus.
Like, man, and he's not an upcoming free agent for us, so it's not like somebody that we just have to drop. I'm looking at Spotrac. I just wanted to just make sure I wasn't tripping. He's not an upcoming free agent, so he's not somebody that's like, oh, we've got to move on from him. He's not getting paid that much either. So to me, I think you can do both. I think you can keep him in there and see what a young running back has. If the young running back beats him out in training camp, great. I would love that. But, you know, we've got to hit on a running back, and I don't think we're going to draft one early. I just don't. I don't think we're going to draft one early. The seventh-round rookie running backs this year look better than the first-round running backs this year, maybe with the exception of
we
Quinshon
keep on running this way, or we keep on winning this way. We could, fall into a pick where Jeremiah Love wouldn't be too bad of a pick.
That's definitely possible. We could win our way to Love. We could win our way to Love. But look, so we spent a lot of time on running back. We're going to jump into a little bit about what this game looked like for us. To me personally, this was the strongest performance from our team overall this game. I felt like we looked like just a better team. I know that the Chiefs obviously were missing Patrick Mahomes. On defense, they were missing Trent McDuffie, who's a premier corner, and also missing, Leo Chanel, who's a starting linebacker. Outside of that, they pretty much had everybody. And their secondary is solid even without Trent McDuffie. They have quality corners. I mean, Christian Fulton's like their third corner, which should tell you a lot considering if he came over to us, he'd be our number one guy, which I guess it doesn't say too much. But it's one of those things where I don't want to just poo-poo like I've seen some on social media like, well, we beat a depleted Chiefs team. I think we really defeated a depleted Chiefs team, if that makes any sense. Like, we took their heart in this game. I think we came out and just out-competed them. But Cody, tell me your thoughts on the game and just the general feel of it.
I mean, we kind of talked about this in the preview. It was going to be, we kind of felt like the Chiefs were going to come in, be low energy. And by the way, I mean, it was a sea of red in there. I mean, we were basically playing a road game. So, I guess all the Chiefs fans already had like their flights booked and hotels booked and everything. They're just like, well, we might as well go spend some time in Nashville and go watch this team. But, to be honest, we beat their ass.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball. I mean, even with, them losing Gardner Minshew, I mean, even before them, we were still whooping up on them.
Yeah. And
that's the thing, man. If you can win the trench battle, dude, it just makes it so much easier to win. And I don't know who Truman Jones is, but he stuck out like something crazy. He got 1.5 sacks.
Yeah.
And this is his rookie year. He's from Harvard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, James Williams played great, got 9 tackles, filling in for Cedric Gray.
I think he got a sack himself.
I don't know. Yeah, he did get a sack. Yep. So, it was really belt to ass. It felt good. It's crazy to me watching the game and thinking, holy crap, we're the better team on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we kept it that way the whole game. Go ahead, Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna second Cody on that, man. It just felt good, just dominating the line of scrimmage, just dominating on both sides of the ball. Like, defense was flying around. Jeffery Simmons, he's continuing to just play lights out this year. The top defensive tackle in the league, like, hands down. I think is he number one in pressures right now?
Yeah.
Like he's playing at an MVP level this year. And that hasn't gone unnoticed. These guys are rallying around.
Unless you're Clete Blakeman, then you go unnoticed.
This makes no sense.
As far as on the offensive side of the ball, man, the defense, salute to the defense. But on the offensive side of the ball, man, it felt good, one, establishing the run and watching the playbook just open. Cam Ward, stellar performance. We ain't gonna rush through it. We'll take our time and kind of peel back these layers. But Illick making the catches, man, making dynamic plays out there. Gunningham doing his thing. Cheek, shout out Cheek. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey now. What I tell y'all? Yeah, tell me I'm right. What I tell y'all?
You said like 800 yards. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's getting there.
I know. He's chucking
Another
away
6
at it,
games.
baby. Chucking
Another
away at
6 games will be all right. Just add a few more to the schedule. He'll get the 800.
Hey, of course. But nonetheless, Chief played outstanding, man. That's hilarious, bro. Chief Murray DK played lights out. I mean, what more can I say, man? We was clicking on all levels. I loved seeing Cam throw a multi touchdown game. So yeah, we dominated both sides. Peter
3 in a row,
pancaking folks. I'm like, dog.
Yeah,
playing
3 games in a row.
Man.
Cam Ward has thrown multiple touchdowns.
Gosh, man, I think since the bye, if I'm not mistaken, he's like 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, like 65% completion. It's like he's just been playing really well since the bye. This week, and this is, we're recording this right before the Monday night game. He had the second highest PFF grade out of all quarterbacks. I know, again, we always say this, PFF is grain of salt. Number 1 was Bryce Young, but he's right. Justin Herbert was 3. Burrow was tied for 3 with Justin Herbert, actually. Then you've got Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, in that order. Like, we're talking about the elite level quarterbacks, all of them essentially, who were not hurt, who are right up there with him. Just a good game for him overall. And what I love about it is, his average depth of target was much higher this game as well. Yards per attempt was around 8 yards, which, in games past, he's been like 3.8 a couple times. Like, it's been ridiculous. And on top of his attempts being further down the field, this was his fastest time to throw and was top 2 in the fastest time to throw in the league this week. So it's not like he was just getting the ball out quick and just firing it like right behind the line the whole time. There was a couple times he was very decisive and hit deep down the sideline passes, which is what we've really been hoping to see from him to help open it up. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward, what was he? 21-28, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers whatsoever. Only got sacked twice. He's starting to look comfortable back there. And his confidence is really, I think his confidence in the offensive line is starting to rise up a little bit, and it's making him more comfortable in the pocket. And this is what we wanted to see. We knew that Cam Ward had some of the arm talent. This is like the one game where I feel like I didn't see him miss one, where I was just like, bro, like we can't miss this. This is the NFL. Mm-hmm. And he had 2 like his probably better throws of the entire season on the same drive, going to Alec Iomanner down the right sideline. That was a dot. And then maybe 2 plays later, just rolling out to the left. I mean, and getting hit, and just right in the bucket. Right in the bucket, dude.
Like, those throws are incredible.
Man.
I don't know how he does it, man. Under pressure, because mind you, a lot of times I don't even notice how much pressure he's under until I go back and either watch the replay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so many people are dead in his face, and we're watching it from like the camera angle. Imagine being first person. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
These people who are bigger than you, these are D linemen. They're 6'3", 6'4", are hands up right in front of your face, and 30 yards down the field, you've got a receiver with a cornerback trailing, and you put it on the money? Like, gosh, man. All the big media outlets picked it up. It was crazy, man. Go ahead,
man.
Sauce.
I was just gonna say, like, and one that's incredible, and then just the ability to drift to your left, flip your hips, and deliver that dot. Like, it's crazy. It's like, dog, dude he's incredible, man. Like, it's gonna be fun watching him play for like years to come, and just winning some games, man. Like, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
I think so too. And one thing I wanted to mention, I know you mentioned the 2 sacks, Cody. Both of them, I'll say they're a mix between coverage sacks and also on Cam for like both times. It was a man-to-man, heavy pressure package. They sent 6. They showed it. He did a great job on one of the plays where he went to his cadence, kind of looked around a little bit and kind of went back to it, and they showed that they were coming. He knew they were coming. He snapped the ball. He looked at where he thought his hot read was. He didn't beat the man-to-man coverage. And at that point, I feel like, he's got to just learn a little bit. Okay, cool. He hadn't beat it. Can I get outside the pocket? Can I dirt it? Can I throw it out? Find those angles. I don't think that was a true sack in my opinion, because one of them, I think he ran into the back of his player that I could dedicate to the offensive line. Like, I think that you're exactly right, Cody. He's getting more comfortable, and I think that's going to do nothing but help his footwork. Like, that's what's going to really help him. When you're not sped up mentally because you're worried about the offensive line getting crashed, and in 0.2 seconds, it allows you to be settled, and you can focus on the mechanics. I think that's awesome. That's a great call out, Cody.
Yeah, he's looking a lot more smooth, and the completion percentage is over 60% now. I mean, he's raising his game, and he's playing really, really some good football right now. And I think it all goes back to the offensive line stuff, man. It's good to see that it finally seems like they're starting to get some chemistry going, and they're moving people off the ball, and just the ability to run the football. It's just so important in the NFL. A lot of people, with the old regime, they're just like, they just want to run the ball. They just want to run the ball. Run the ball is a good thing. It's a good thing when you can run the ball.
Yes.
And the thing is like when in the old regime, with Ryan Tannehill, it always felt like Ryan Tannehill always got the yards that were there. But he could he can't do what this kid can do with his arm and make the special play off script. So, and that's the part that gets me fired up. I'm getting chills just kind of thinking about it. Just like, if he could just start honing this stuff in, and we start building around this kid, dude, there could be some special days ahead, dude. I really believe that.
100%.
Yeah, and I'm curious, Sauce. I'll pitch to you on this because I know that you're in a few different camps when it comes to draft. Let's say we're at 5. All right, let's say we're at 5. We've got 2 quarterbacks who've gone off the board, and let's say Carnell Tate has fallen to us. Jeremiah Love is there, and let's say the second best edge rusher is there. Alvaro Reese, whoever you want to say it is. Like, where would you go right now? Like, for me, I feel like partnering an edge rusher with Jeff would be crazy if it's like a real edge rusher. Also, giving Cam somebody who can beat man-to-man consistently, quickly, is something that's awesome too. Like, where are you at, Randy?
Man, that's a tough question. If those options are still on the board, I'm gonna trust Borgonzi in that type of scenario and hope that he has a plan. Man, if it went edge, I'll be happy. If it went, Carnell Tate or, just one of the elite wide receivers that's in this draft.
Tyson, something like that.
Yeah, let's ride. Let's go. Let's line up today. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I think I want a weapon for Cam Ward, but I want the right weapon, or what is going to help the team overall. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm at that place. Now that I see these young guys clicking, Elick, Chimere DK, Gunnar Helm, I'm not as in the red zone with hey man, you gotta get us a weapon right now. No non-negotiable. I'm not necessarily in that place now that I see these young guys clicking and the promise that I see with the offseason. It's going to take – I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a tough question. Give me whatever. Let's ride. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're 5 and we can't trade down and play the board. Give me whatever and let's ride, man.
Jeremiah Love at 5.
You like that?
No.
What?
No, I'd be kind of interested to see. And this is going to be a little aluminum foil on the head kind of thing. I'm wondering if brother from the Jaguars, Brian Thomas Jr., is going to be a little unhappy with his lack of targets, his lack of production, and if he could demand to get up out of there.
Jacoby Myers just got an extension too.
That's my 10 full hat thought that he went in saying you're muted or something. Lim.
You're muted, Lim. Man, if he makes some type of play like that, dog, let's go.
Sign me up for
Yeah.
some Brian
And we got
Thomas
the cap
Jr.
space. We got the cap space. I'd love it. I'd love it.
Here's a question for you guys, because obviously his contract's not up. How do
He's
we
on his
feel
rookie deal.
about Calvin Ridley coming into our season? Like,
Don't.
I actually think it's not a high chance that we cut him. Like, I think he's going to be
I think he'll
on
stay.
our team next year. So I'm just curious because somebody, trade for him, something like that. Like, how do you guys feel about Calvin Ridley as a wide receiver and what role he plays? Like, how would you factor that in as a GM?
Oh, now that I think about that, I'm not out on Calvin Ridley yet. I start there. I'm not out on Calvin Ridley yet. We haven't seen what that truly looks like between Ridley and Cam. We never got to see it. We only seen them on the field with a couple of reps. So, for one, we got to see if Calvin really can stay healthy. Two, now that I'm looking at it from that perspective, I forgot that, when you even asked that question, I think, Leo, I go back to my draft question that you asked me. You go with whatever best fits the team at that point, if you still have Ridley or whatever the case. And then from there, you build throughout. And I do want to see one more round with Calvin Ridley. And if we can find somebody that's willing to trade another elite wide receiver, I'll take that route. I'm not mad at that route.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I don't think I'm kind of ready to get out of the Calvin Ridley business. I'll be completely honest. I mean, we got 7 games worth with him and Cam Ward. I mean, it was 36 targets, 17 catches, 300 yards. I mean, 17-yard average,
Yeah.
43 yards a game. I'm kind of just ready to move on. I think, probably subliminally, I think Calvin Ridley may be ready to move on from us as well.
I don't get that vibe, though. I don't get that vibe.
Well, I don't think he gives off the vibe, but I'm just saying probably, inside he probably wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
It just hasn't, to me, it hasn't really worked out. And, if we're putting tinfoil hats on, we got Brian Thomas Jr. or whatever, then, I mean, maybe he'd be nice as a number 2. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of it.
And I'll be honest, Brian Thomas Jr. hasn't looked great this year. Like,
No, not at all.
I would be lying if I said that he's had an elite season. I would be lying if I said he's had a good season. He's looked like an average wide receiver this year. His first 10 weeks of the year, he looked below average. So that's one of those things too, where it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze on that one? And I'm looking at the list of free agents, wide receivers coming up. Mike Evans will probably re-sign in Tampa Bay. Christian Kirk, which we wouldn't take a swing on. Debo, nope. Diami Brown is an option for us to bring in because, again, we'll probably bring in a guy of that tier. Tutu Atwell, Thielen. He may not even be alive then. He's so old. Like, it's just – I know, that was crazy. That was crazy. My bad.
I think he's
Like,
retiring after this year.
there's just not a lot of people there. Like, maybe we hope that Seattle doesn't extend, Raheed Shaheed, and we bring him in as a guy who helps us take off the defense, and we just bring in more speed. Like, there's just
George Pickens.
George Pickens, that would be amazing if he didn't get re-signed. There's just not a lot of like true star power becoming available. We got the Alec Pierces of the world who are, solid, but he's not a star. So it's one of those things where I'm up in the air on Ridley. We're already
I'm not
paying
out
him. We
yet.
have the money. I'm not completely out on him, but we've got to see something too. He's up there in age now. He was already up in age when we picked him up, and him getting hurt doesn't help that, especially for the style that he plays. He's a, route you up and use my speed to create separation type of guy. He's not a win at the catch point guy. So, it just makes me question what decisions we make in the offseason to help build and kind of stack on what's going on. But I know we've been chatting for a little while. I do want to kind of wrap us up today talking through what would you guys like to see the rest of this season. And it doesn't have to be a specific stat. Maybe it can be a specific player, for the last 2 games. Like, what would it take for you to be like, okay, I'm cool with Chimere DK being wide receiver 2 going into the season. I'm cool with Ellick, being that. Does Gunner need to do more? Is he already kind of proven that he can be tight end one? Like, just kind of rattle off a few guys and what you would like to see to help solidify their place in your mind. We'll start with you, Sauce.
Ooh, yeah. Man. I think I'd like to see Ridley back on the field. And then I also think Chimere DK, number 2, or in the slot. I think I like Chimere DK in the slot. Whatever else we get in the draft. And then I like to see Ellick rotating some type of way or playing, sub X, whatever. Gunnerham, I like to see the tandem with him and Chig continue. Mixing it up between those two. Other than that, I just want to see some good fillers. I do think we need a dominant running back. I do. Bye-bye, Tony. And, yeah, from there. But, yeah, man, I think that's what I would like to see.
Cody?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the easy one. I'll take Cam Moore and get me. I want a 3 touchdown game. I want to get to 300 yards. I want to see that at least once. That would fire me up. I want to see Femi Oladejo out there.
Oh, that's good.
I want to see Femi out there. I want to see him finish off the season strong. And I want to keep seeing J.C. Latham. We haven't talked about J.C. Latham in a while, and for a while there, he was a massive storyline for not great performances. And recently, we haven't talked much about him because he's been playing
quiet.
good. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been no bunch of false starts. I think he had like a penalty last game, but who cares? Yeah, I mean, just keep on rattling off clean games, man. This offensive line is starting to round to form. I know 3 weeks ago, Cam Ward was on pace for getting sacked 70 times. That number's down to 58 now. So he's getting protected, and I just want to keep seeing that. And of course, Chimere DK. I mean, let's get that. I mean, let's get his all-pro season going, most all-purpose yards. Let's just keep on rattling off the accolades, and let's go. And I want to give one quick little shout out, real quick, to Mike McCoy. Listen, I know that he's become a little bit of a punchline on this show, but I think he's been put into a really bad situation, and the fact of the matter is that this team is playing their ass off, and they're 3-12, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Probably has a lot to do with Bones Fossil too, the real head coach of the team. But since Brian Cannelly got fired, Mike McCoy's taken over. I mean, Cam Ward's looked better, so they've looked better. They've been playing better. Their game plans have looked better. They look more sound. So I think Mike McCoy has a big deal to do with that. So I want to give him his props too, give him his flowers.
Yeah, I can respect that, and I'm about to say something that I'm probably going to get yelled out about, but I'm going to say it. So the team is playing together and they're sticking together. Jeff Simmons made a comment in his post-game press conference yesterday saying that this is the closest the locker room has ever been. Maybe the Brian Callahan YMCA stuff did help a little bit. I'm not saying it was perfect. I want him to redo it. But
he wasn't there for that.
I do want to say, look, man,
he's the genius behind the whole thing.
They did it in training camp too. They did it. He was there for training camp. Look, like I'm just saying, man. Maybe just maybe, man. But
there's just no way J.C. Latham's jumping offside. He's like, shoot, that's like minus a point.
That's a sin.
Oh man! But look, I do want to say this. I'm with you on the 300 yards.
I ain't gonna get no fruit snacks.
No, that's crazy. I started thinking about Drake May and kind of his turnaround, and I was curious. I was like, man, Drake May's having a really good season. What does it look like? I didn't realize last game was his first time he threw for 300 yards. Very first one. And he's played so well. I'm not saying that to discredit what you're saying, Cody. I'm saying that to say the threshold for having a good game is different, than what people would want to look at if you're just scoreboard watching. I mean, score sheet watching, whatever you want to call it, box score watching. like there's different things that quarterbacks can do, and this is for the general public who don't actually watch the Titans. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time. Cam Ward has shown vast improvement, especially since the bye. And it may not have resulted in a lot of stats, even though his numbers have been fine, especially from a touchdown interception ratio and so forth. But even the game, some of we've thrown for 175 yards here recently. There's still been improvements to his game. And as a rookie, that's what you can ask for. You know, I'll be curious to go back and look and see what Drake May's last 3 or 4 games look like. And I know I keep bringing him up, but he was on a poor team last year who had nothing to play for around this time of year, didn't have many weapons. Offensive line was around the same. I think ours probably a little bit better. But, like, I would love to see where that is because I'm not saying Cam's going to be Drake May next year, but I just think that there's a lot of potential and growth that's there. And he can continue to go. And for some reason, when I heard that was Drake May's first 300-yard game, it gave me even more hope for Cam. Because in my head, I'm like, Drake didn't play well last year, but I'm sure he threw for 300 a couple of times, just airing it out. And he hadn't. So just realizing that growth isn't linear and it's not always stat-based as well was something that gave me some hope. And I just hope to continue to see the growth from Cam Ward. That's what I'm looking for. Whatever that growth looks like, in terms of the stat sheet, I don't really care as long as it's not interceptions and turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see what it looks like because I think that there's a lot of potential here.
Yeah, go get Cam Ward, a great coach like Drake May's got, and go get him a Trevion Henderson like Drake May's got. Yeah, we may start cooking.
Ooh, they playoff bound now. Flipped it.
Hey,
just like that.
Yeah, they flipped it immediately. Well, look, I don't want to say too much, man. You guys spent a lot of good time with us today. Any closing thoughts, Sauce?
Man, just stay in there, fellas. Stay in there, guys and gals. We got some Titans gals that's fans, man. So y'all stick with us. We're seeing promise. We're seeing what we need to see. I'm excited for the offseason. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you put on your late night DJ voice? Like,
hey,
I don't
that
understand
was
why you
talking about the girls.
He mentioned girls and his voice got deep.
It's just, you know what I'm saying?
And girls.
Hey, hey, that is crazy. But yeah, man, stay with us. We're gonna have a fun off season. I'm just excited to see who's the head coach gonna be, who's some of the candidates that's available. Just what this franchise can do. I want to get back to winning football, and I believe we can do that. And that's promising to me. We got the quarterback. We got the offensive line. Let's figure the other things out. We got Jeff Simmons. Ain't going nowhere. Let's build the risk. Let's do it.
Yeah, if you predict us for 11 wins this year,
next year, I'm running it back.
Oh, here we go.
Cody, go ahead. Please jump in.
I can't wait.
Well,
Cody,
please.
I echo all of his sentiments except for the running it back with the 11 wins. And just a quick little reminder to everybody out there: make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what kind of episodes you kind of want to see from us. We're just running into the wall thinking of different ideas to try to be creative with these episodes. Sometimes it's hard to do when you're 3-12 to come up with different things. And then also, me, Lim, and Randy, we're all in a fantasy football league together. And
all right, guys,
we
thank
have
you
to,
so much.
I think we should mention the fact that I'm going to the fantasy championship. Someone has to carry the show. So if anybody out there on the press box needs some fantasy advice, I'm more than welcome to help you all out. Just DM me.
Really, I lost by.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm sorry you guys have to deal with that.
I lost by what? Like half a
he's
point?
He's barely squeaking by. Let's not.
Lim is 4-10. Lim is 4-10.
And we started fighting towards the end. We show fight. We're like the Tennessee Titans. We show fight. But man, Ashton Genty, it's your fault too. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you guys. We'll see you guys for a preview here soon. Peace out.
Peace. Ho, ho, ho.
And a ho, ho, ho.